Good day, class. This is still Science Rush Hour. We'll be taking on chemistry today, separating technique. So we'll take the separation technique from 1 till the end. So we'll make it fast. Then expect other chemistry topics. Now in separation technique, we'll be taking this first one, sieving. Now, something you should know about sieving is separating solid of different sizes. It is separating solid of different sizes. Now let me explain something under this one. Now maybe mostly miners do this. Maybe when they are mining for gold or silver, where you mine, you can use sieving using a filter to separate gold from other materials. You can take your gold out from materials, take other elements or materials from other solid. Are you getting me here now? So sieving is what? Separating solid of different sizes. Okay, now the next one we'll be going into is what? Evaporation. Now the next one is what? Evaporation. Now evaporation, it is used to cover a solute. So it's used to recover a solute from what? Its solution. Let me explain why I say it's used to recover a solute from its solution. Now when they are talking about this evaporation, now one of the process you can see is that removing salt from water. Now we take ocean water. Remember that in the ocean the water is salty. So through evaporation you can separate what? A solute from a solution. The solute is now what? The salt. When you separate it, is now a solute, but the salt and the water mixed together is what? Is the solution. So evaporation used to separate a solute from a solution. So we'll go into sublimation. Now it is used to separate sublimable solid from those that do not sublime in it. Are you getting me? These are used to separate sublimable solid from those that do not sublime in it. So we have explained 1, 2 and 3. The next one is decantation. Now in decantation, it is used to separate insoluble Sargent solid from a liquid. It is used to separate insoluble Sargent solid from a liquid. Now in the working process, we have like different in the layers of a settled solid, different in the layers of a settled solid and supernatant liquid above the liquid. Now it is used to separate insoluble what? Sargent solid from a liquid. All right. The next one we have, guys, we have filtration. Now let's talk about filtration. Remember in filtration, under filtration we have simple distillation, we have fractional distillation, we have separating funnel. Now in filtration, let's explain filtration first. Filtration is used to separate a suspended solute and particle from a solvent. So every suspended solute and particle from a solvent, that is what filtration does. Now the working principle of what? Filtration. It is in the working principle of filtration, we have difference in the ability to pass through a semi-permeable membrane, water purification and salt analysis. During filtration, listen, take note. During filtration, substance, that is the substance, is the solute. Now we are talking about substance. Sorry, I hope you are getting me. Substance is the word solute. Now substance, solute left in the filter is the residues. The substance left in the filter is what? The residues. So this substance or solute left in the filter is residues. Take note. Now if they ask you a question in JAMB that, okay, now they now ask something like, when filtration, the process of filtration goes on. Now in the process of filtration, the substance left in what? The substance left in the filter is called what? A, they say a filtrate. B, they say residues. C, they say sublimation. D, they say decantation. You will say what? Residues. So the residues is the substance left in the filter. While the solvent, now listen, while the solvent passes through that filter, the solvent that passes through that filter, or the substance that passes through that filter, is called what? The filtrate. The substance that passes through that filter is called the filtrate. Now, under filtration, we will explain what simple distillation. Now, simple distillation is used to separate two miscible liquid whose boiling point is far apart. Now, any miscible liquid that their boiling point is far apart, what is simple distillation is used to what? Separate them. Listen. It's used to separate what? Two miscible liquid that their boiling point is far apart. Now, if you hear that one about simple distillation, what will now be about fractional distillation? Fractional distillation is now used to what? Separate two or more describable liquid of close boiling point. Now, the ones that they are close, their boiling point are close, fractional distillation is used to separate them. The one that they are apart, simple distillation is used to what? Separate them. Now, under the same filtration, we will enter separating funnel. Now, separating funnel is used to separate two or more non-miscible liquid. So two or more miscible liquid, that's what it is used to separate. This one far apart, this one close together, this one non-miscible liquid. Now we enter crystallization. What is crystallization? It is used to separate. Crystallization now is used to what? Separate a soluble solute from its what? Solution. It's used to separate a soluble solute from its formation. So separate a soluble solute from its solution. If the solute is the type that easily decomposes, on strong heat. So it is to separate a soluble solute from its solution. If the solute is the one that easily decomposes by strong heat. Are you getting me now? What? Fractional crystallization. Now fractional crystallization under crystallization. Now involves two or more crystal salt. Now it involves two or more crystal salt. Fractional crystallization involves two or more crystal salts. Now, which are present in the same solution of roughly equal amount. Which are present in the same solution of roughly equal amount. Which are present in the same solution of roughly equal amount. Now we enter chromatography. Now it's used to separate color pigments. This is used to separate color pigments. This thing came out, I believe, in JAMB, either 2008. Should be 2008. I believe it's 2008. I can't remember the exact year. But it came out as the first question where they asked a question concerning something grass. I cannot remember the question clearly. But the answer was what? Chromatography. There we have magnetization. Magnetization is very simple. It is used in separating magnet from non-magnet. Now we have centrifugation to separate insoluble solid from liquid. It is used in separating insoluble solid from liquid. So it is used in separating what? Insoluble solid from liquid. The last is precipitation. We have precipitation. Now the last one, precipitation. To precipitate or separate a soluble solid from their solution. Now it's used to separate soluble solid from their solution. So this is all quite today for separating technique. We'll go into other chemistry topics. Hope you are following me. If you have not started following me, tell your friends to follow Understanding Science. That science, we are in science rush hour this period before JAMB or and other exams. If you want special WhatsApp classes, one-on-one with me, the teacher, message this number on WhatsApp 08024072621. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe. For those following my Facebook page, for those who have heard of Understanding Science on Facebook, follow. Don't forget to do that. That is very important. See you guys in my next class.